Hello people, I'm NeuroComicBookGamer, and the other day while I was streaming, someone asked me what my favorite version of Batman was, and so I thought it'd be interesting to make a video talking about some of my favorite versions of Batman. Not in any particular order or anything like that, just some of my favorite versions of the character. So yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with Grant Morrison's Batman. Now, Grant Morrison's Batman is basically God. There's just no one can really beat him. I know it's hard. I'll explain why he's an interesting character. I know off the bat saying that may seem like, what? How's it an interesting character? But yeah, I'm going to get into that. So, yes, he's this guy with enough prep time could beat anyone. Even without prep time, he could beat most people because he's got a backup plan for every single thing imaginable. I blame Grant Morrison for all the fanboys who say Batman could win because he's Batman. It's because of Grant Morrison's Batman, pretty much, because that's the Batman that he is. But what's really interesting about him is the fact that he has this, he has like all his old Silver Age background stuff is still with him. What some people hate it, some people love it. It all depends who you talk to. I personally loved it, how Grant Morrison did it, which was he had basically all the Silver Age adventures that Batman went on, all the weird stuff like the rainbow suits and the zebra suits and like Batman of Zur-En-Arrh and all that stuff. He put that to where Batman sort of experienced all that in his mind. It's very weird but really cool. So the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh is a backup identity for Batman. So if someone ever like messes with Bruce's brain, if he ever just go, like something happens, he goes off his rock or something gets all messed up with his mind, he has a backup in place, which is the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh, which is just this crazy Batman that dresses up in this weird colorful suit that has a bat and just beats the crap out of people. And yeah, that shows you how far ahead this Batman thinks. He had that backup identity in place. Now, most of the time, who he's going against is really a great matchup for him, but the Joker is more than a match for him, because the Joker in Batman R.I.P. could have killed him, but chose not to because he's a Joker, and you know, he's got 1,000 different motives for what he wants to do at any given time. But with help from Jezebel Jet, he took down Batman. That shows how great of a Joker Grant Morrison's Joker is, because this guy who's basically a god of prep time and everything and just can destroy anyone, has a backup plan for anything, Joker was able to get into his mind and take him down using Jezebel Jet, and it was just really interesting. And yeah, just Grant Morrison's Batman is a very interesting character, one of my favorite versions of the character, but yeah, really OP. Another version of Batman that I really enjoy reading is Frank Miller's All-Star Batman. Now, Frank Miller's Batmans are, I know some people may be thinking I'm crazy who have read that, but let me explain myself. Frank Miller's Batman is sort of all connected in the Frank Millerverse, which I explained before in another video. You can watch that if you want. I might have it on screen, depends on how lazy I am or if I remember to do it. Anyways, so this Batman is nothing like the Batman you know. He is just completely a crazy psychopath, much like Frank Miller himself. But if you can detach yourself from the character and just read the book in sort of a humorous light, it is hilarious. Because this Batman is he's just this monster. He hates cops. He treats Robin like absolute dirt, just leaves him to survive for himself in the Batcave, to where he's got to eat rats and stuff and just fend for himself. He goes, like, him and Black Canary fight a bunch of bad guys, and then he just bangs Black Canary on some docks just after beating the crap out of a bunch of dudes. They just get all horny and just start banging after that, 'cause, you know, nothing to turn you on like beating up a bunch of bad guys. And then later on in the book, he hates Green Lantern, so he invites Green Lantern to talk, because Green Lantern wants to talk to him about joining the Justice League and stuff. So he invites Green Lantern to talk at this place to where he just painted the entire place yellow, because you know that used to be Green Lantern's weakness before they were able to fix that, because that was a really stupid weakness. But anyways, he painted the entire room yellow, and he had lemonade there to offer Green Lantern, and he painted his suit yellow and Robin's suit yellow. That's the type of Batman we're dealing with here. Just hilarious. I'd love to see like an animated movie of All-Star Batman, not the Scott Snyder one. The Scott Snyder one is amazing. I would love to see an animated movie of that one as well. Right now, like, that run's been amazing. But I'm talking about prior to that, the Frank Miller All-Star Batman Robin. It's just, oh my gosh, the book is so bad, but it's hilarious to read, and the version of Batman in it is just, oh, I just love it. It's so bad, but it's so great at the same time. I wouldn't really suggest reading it unless you go into it with a humorous light. Otherwise, you'll hate me for wasting money on it. I know I hated myself when I wasted money on it at first, and then rereading it and stuff in a humorous light, it's like, it's hilarious. And just this version of Batman is just so funny to read. Next up is the Dick Grayson Batman. Now, for a little bit, Batman got teleported like back in time by Darkseid's Omega Beams. Yes, it's really weird, but it's basically their way of copping out of killing Batman. So yeah, but anyways, during that time, Dick Grayson became Batman for a good little bit. We got some amazing stories out of it. Grant Morrison had a great run on Batman and Robin. We got a really cool duo, a way better duo than Batman and Robin as far as Damian and Bruce go. Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne are way better than Bruce and Damian. Just the way the personalities clash is so great. And yeah, Grant Morrison had a great run on that series on Batman and Robin. Also, Scott Snyder wrote my favorite Batman story of all time and one of my favorite graphic novels of all time, which is Batman the Black Mirror, which is where Dick Grayson is Batman, and just a really interesting story. I'm not going to talk about that because I really don't want to spoil anything. If you have not read that book, you need to go in completely blind. Just read it. Amazing. 100% can guarantee it's worth your money if you're into Batman at all. But yeah, what I really found interesting about this character, about Dick Grayson's Batman, is the fact that you had a character that was doing his own thing, was having fun doing his own thing, liked being Nightwing, had a city to protect, as in Bloodhaven. He had his own life, and then that kind of all got ripped away from him because of what happened with Bruce, and Jason Todd was trying to become Batman, and that didn't really put a good image, having a murderous Batman. So Dick had to sort of put a stop to that, and then there needed to be Batman, there needed to be the symbol in Gotham, and so Dick Grayson was the rightful person to really take the place of Batman. And so it started off with a bang, Dick Grayson being Batman, and it pretty much continued through, because Battle for the Cowl is a great storyline, one of the best ones that Tony Daniel has ever written. And yeah, just it was really interesting seeing this guy that was very experienced in his way of doing things, having to change a bit to become more Batman-like, but at the same time, it's a Dick Grayson-ified Batman, so it's Batman, but a lot different than you're used to, but at the same time, he's trying to learn to be a bit more like Batman. So it's Dick Grayson who had learned a lot throughout his years, having to go and learn some more, and I really like that, seeing a Batman that wasn't just experienced at every single thing and trying to change things up, and like seeing his interactions with like Jim Gordon, the Joker, were really great. Like the Joker spotted him immediately. He's like, "You're not my Batman," just knew immediately it wasn't him. And Jim Gordon could pretty much tell as well. And yeah, just I love stuff like that. Also, him and Damian Wayne, like I said earlier, great relationship, because you had this Batman that would crack jokes, very lighthearted, and then you had this very moody kid that pretty much everyone hated at first, until like they teamed them up, and that's when things got great. Because before then and after then, it's like I honestly don't care about Damian Wayne at all. I think he's a crap character and he's annoying. But when he's with Dick Grayson, I like him. Other than that, I honestly could care less about Damian Wayne. If it weren't for Carrie Kelly, I'd say he's like the worst Robin ever, but Carrie Kelly happened, and so he's not the worst Robin ever. At least we had some little good bit of Damian Wayne when Grant Morrison wrote him, but in Batman and Robin with Dick Grayson. But with Carrie Kelly, we like haven't gotten anything good at all. Frank Miller does not know how to write character development at all. Well, at least as far as that went. Anyways, yeah, those are some of my favorite versions of Batman. Please let me know in the comments below what are some of your favorite versions of the character. And don't just put like New 52 Scott Snyder. I want to see other stuff besides that. By the way, Scott Snyder is the best Batman writer of all time, so there's that. But I just want to see some more offbeat stuff. Please let me know in the comments below. What is your favorite version of Batman? And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I've been so alone ever since I left the tribe. That's just how it goes, guess I like the lonely vibe. But they'll never know, cause I'm always on my grind.